primetime matchup between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Only one spot remaining in Conference Championship Weekend. Let's see who claims it. We're underway in the divisional round finale. And this will be a
Now, from the Valley of the Sun, EA Sports welcomes you inside State Farm Stadium, just west of downtown Phoenix, Arizona. This evening, the capper to this divisional round. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. Let's get this going. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson, Eddie Pinheiro to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. He'll run, and here's the rookie from Notre Dame. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
Blitz coming, he'll throw it. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
contact with him again. And he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It's 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
Trying to get it to Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield. 3rd down coming up. They send Evans in motion. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Now a ball deep, middle of the field. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. That is a big gain for the 49ers. 37 yards. On the give, it's McCaffrey. Good running inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And, Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him. And that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. To throw here to begin the drive. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
extra point by Pinheiro is good. And the 49ers move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. Ooh, he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 31-yard line.
Second down, they need 3.
Let's go now. 60 even. 19 Lions.
They'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
Yeah, I think he got away with one there, Mike. I thought with the way the defender had him covered, I was actually surprised he didn't move off to his next progression. He threw that into some really tight coverage, and he's lucky that ball wasn't picked.
They're down and 3.
60 Maverick. Ready. Warrior 70.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's 4th down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Cougar 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. 79 Broncos. Let's go.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he's going to have a Cards first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First down.
Dragon 60.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Niners' 40-yard line.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Here's the toss as they look to run. There's defense off over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, it's been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
3rd down, they need 5.
Go. 18 60 back.
He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down. They got him back at the 50-yard line. Nick Bosa, the former All-Pro, in there for the sack. Here's Blake Gillikin now. He's on for the 2nd time. We'll try to get something inside the 10. Take it in, back at his own 12. Oh, looked like he was over the seam for a moment. He's taken down after a solid return. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here is 2nd and 5. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now, Purdy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
18, what's up? Go.
3rd and short. Purdy. And that is incomplete. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman out to punt. And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds.
Got it. Ready? 60 Mavericks. Here we go. Set.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. The rush gets there. He goes down back inside the 5-yard line.
When it starts bad, it has a funny way of ending up getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Cowboy 80. Set go.
1 quarter down in this NFC divisional round matchup. The Niners have the early advantage. Greg and I back here in Glendale after this. 2nd quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football, and they are facing a 2nd and long.
Set. 70 Timberwolves.
From down near his goal line, he'll look to throw. He's into space, past the 15. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds, up past the 35-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 32 yards.
Hawks 70. Hawks 19 tight. 70 range. 70 range.
Throwing now from the gun. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. That is brought in. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. It is a big gain for Arizona. 53 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Donald Parham. Touchdown, Arizona. Joshua Carty comes out now for the extra point. And the operation looks to be fouled up there. This ball pushed wide to the right. It's no good. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here we go on the return from the 1. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
He'll go play action, Purdy. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Third down. Purdy. Open man, right side. He's got it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll take this up past the 40. Pick up the 5. From the 42-yard line. Here's second down and 5. Play action now. Purdy. That'll be intercepted. And his guys are going to be set up with a short field as they look to draw closer and perhaps drop even in this one.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
He sniffed that one out from the jump. I mean, once he diagnosed and knew where the ball was going, he got there in a hurry, and he put an end to that play really before it ever got started.
Hold the ready.
Here now, third and 5.
Set. Ready.
Now off the bootleg. He'll look to throw here. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
It's just so hard to get anything going when you're just not confident running your own system, and all these early sacks. Yes, they kill drives, but think what it does to the quarterback. The quarterback just can't be confident operating out of the pocket. There's no rhythm, there's no timing, and everything you planned on doing today coming in is out the window.
A 43-yard attempt.
Hardy's hit is good. And the Cardinals are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They send Evans in motion. They'll send a man in motion left. Throwing on first down is Purdy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the first down as well. They run straight ahead with the captain, and he'll get about 5. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Purdy. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
We see this time and time again in the NFL. Mike, you want to play quarterback at this level, you better figure out a way to be able to bounce back following a bad throw, a bad series, a bad game. And in this case, he's got to bounce back from a pick on the last drive, and he's got to find himself some easy completions and settle himself back into this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Get set.
Right back to Kittle. That's another one. Down the right sideline. And he will score. George Kittle. Touchdown. 49ers. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
Duvernay on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Shut up. 60 Eagles. 79 Broncos.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He's got his man. It's Harrison. Still going inside the 20. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 76 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the first down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, and I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that first down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
The extra point from Carney is good. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5.
16.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They send Evans in motion. Receiver in motion. Going right. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On 1st and 10, Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his guys a short field to work with and a chance to take the lead.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
That's quickly out there. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Niners have got it. Oh, big hole left side. And he is going to bring this one back. They force the fumble, and it leads to a defensive score. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Dragon 6, let's go. Cougar 19, Warrior 70. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's left side, and that's the tight end, McBride. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And the Cardinals first down.
Back to throw. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be forced out of bounds a yard or so shy of the marker, but it is a gain of 9 on 1st down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
2nd and inches. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's possible they could have tried to be a little bit more aggressive on 2nd down, knowing they had 3rd and inches in their back pocket. But I don't think anyone's going to complain. Pick up the 1st down, extend the drive, see if you can go score.
He'll fire one deep for Harrison. That's going to be incomplete. Very stout there. That's going to bring it up 2nd down. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. That's caught downfield by Harrison. And And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
6 yards.
Now a timeout charge to Arizona. That is their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. The Niners use the first of their timeouts, and they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. 18, Pioneer. Mustang 19.
He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Liking 18. Trap 60. Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight. Curve 19. Curve 19. Say, hey. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
They'll look to throw again. A short one here, caught by McBride. Now a timeout signal for him, and they'll get it with 10 seconds until the break.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Here's 3rd down and a few inches.
Come on. Set. Get up.
On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. That is caught side of the end zone. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point from Party is good. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5. Clock showing 5 seconds remaining in this half as the kick's away. That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
Throwing from the gun is Purdy. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. So 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Get set. 18. Watch out.
From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Flush to his right. A ball deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. We are set for the second half kickoff. One of these teams ready to book a date in the NFC Championship game next week. We are back at it with the 3rd quarter. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. To the 45. A terrific run finally brought down, but he's inside the 35-yard line. A big one there to start the second half. 47 yards.
A gain of 47 yards. And the 49ers.
They'll go back to McCaffrey on first down. Good blocker to the 15. And he's got another one. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his third rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Duvernay on the return. He'll get across the 20, knock him down 23-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. And it'll bring up second down.
And this is really just more of the same that we saw in the first half. They have made it a huge struggle in the passing game. I mean, just no easy completions, no open space. Every single ball has been contested, and they've done a great job all day.
We'll try again here. Second and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Take over.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught left sideline, but out of bounds, says the official. Incomplete. That ball a little late getting there. That's going to bring up third down.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. It covers 51 yards. They'll come up here, first and 10. Back to the air one more time. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That grab gets them a first down.
At the 4-yard line.
Ready? Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Right back to Harrison. He's got him again. And he will score again. Marvin Harrison Jr. Touchdown, Arizona. Saving his best for the playoffs. His third touchdown of the game. Hardy now to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals have cut the deficit to 5. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll start at the 2. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Off the play fake, Purdy. Got an open downfield on the crossing route. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. In this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Mustang 19. Warren, 60 Eagles, 60 Cup 19. Cup 19. 60 Bobcats.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And to the right side. Hugged by the crowd. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Cardinals first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
Like the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough. Move James, the first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Bronco switch. Bronco, go.
Right back to him on first down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
19, Pioneer.
Now this time they'll look to throw. He's got Parham, his tight end. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. And even 3 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal.
Here we go, set. Cowboy. Check go.
Here comes the jet sweep. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot to try to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
It's a loss of 1.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them...
And he will get into the end zone. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Cardinals. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
37.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Get set. Get set.
A gain from McCaffrey running right. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. Walter Nolan in there on the stop. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 6. Again, it's McCaffrey. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
They send Evans in motion. 3rd down. Purdy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Handoff here, up the middle. And they'll take this down inside the 35. 17 yards on that play. It's an Arizona 1st down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run through.
He's close to a 1st down. To gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch off 1st down.
This guy's really starting to roll now. I mean, his involvement in the passing game just continues to pick up. And until the defense identifies him as a pass threat, I expect this quarterback to keep looking his way.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. First carry for James Conner. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Down behind the line of scrimmage. Brings up 3rd down.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. Here we go. 3rd and a yard.
Let's go now. Rock roll 80. Hey, smash. Let's go.
He'll try to run for it.
I really like this play call here, Mike, on 3rd down. Yes, it is the 4th quarter, but you've got plenty of time remaining. So keep running your offense, stay with what's worked, and they keep it on the ground and pick up a 1st down.
They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Out of the gun, here's a run of the gun. And he'll find some way to turn this into positive yardage, struggling forward for a pickup of about 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
19 Lions. Let's go. Cougar 19.
They'll look to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Makes the score Cardinals 44, 49ers 42.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown, time to kick it back the other way. That ball's going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. First and 10 for Purdy. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Baron Browning in there to drop him, and that's going to be a loss of 9 to open this drive. Purdy now on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Budda Baker.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45.
Here's a 2nd and 9. They'll run first carry of the game for Trey Benson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down. The Cardinals line up for a punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Get set. Go ahead. 18.
First and 10. Purdy. He'll find his tight end. Kittle on the right side. Nice game here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. And another first down and another big gainer, this time 23 yards.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Here we go, boy. 18! What's up?
Play clock down to 0. That's going to be a delay. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15.
Yeah, you. Yellow. 18! Yellow.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Throw right side. He's got Tonjes. Now on 2nd and long.
Get set. Yellow. 18! What's up? Yellow.
They'll drop the throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Get set.
On the run, McCaffrey. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock stops with 1:06 to go in this one. It is 2nd down and 5. McCaffrey. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down. Now timeout charge to Arizona. That is their 2nd. The stoppage comes just over a minute to play in this one. Here we go. 1st and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. From back at the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. They will take a knee here. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This a potential game winner. Card's going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. This crowd doing everything they can before 3rd and goal. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal. And now the timeout will be called, so they are in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So, here's Eddie Pinheiro in a big spot. This to win the game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that very likely will be a game winner. Just 1 second, all that remains in the football game as the kick is away. Duvernay on the return. And he is going to be taken down, and that is going to do it. So, a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They are able to do something that not easy to do. Get a win away from home in the playoffs. For their troubles, got a date next Sunday in the conference championship game. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Glendale.